Chapter 18: The Future of Short-Term Rental Property Management. Welcome to Chapter 18 of the Guide to Short-Term Rental Management. Over the course of this program, we have explored the A to Z of managing short-term rentals. From setting up your business and onboarding properties, to daily operations, guest services, financial management, and scaling your company. As we approach the end of our journey, it is fitting to look ahead. The short-term rental industry is renowned for its dynamism and rapid evolution. This chapter, The Future of Short-Term Rental Property Management, will explore emerging trends, ongoing challenges, and evolving expectations that are likely to shape our industry in the years to come. Understanding these future currents can help you position your business for continued success and resilience. Artificial intelligence and automation tools are on the rise. We have already discussed property management systems and various automation tools in earlier chapters. But the sophistication and integration of artificial intelligence and automation tools are on the rise and are set to play an even more significant role in the future of short-term rental management. While current automation helps with tasks like automated guest messaging, dynamic pricing, and smart lock integration, emerging artificial intelligence applications promise to bring even greater intelligence and efficiency to our operations. We are likely to see enhanced guest communication through more sophisticated artificial intelligence-powered chatbots. These could handle an even wider range of common guest inquiries instantly and accurately, 24/7, and potentially even perform sentiment analysis on incoming guest messages to flag potential issues or dissatisfaction for human intervention. In the realm of smarter pricing and revenue management, artificial intelligence algorithms will likely become even more adept at analyzing vast data sets to predict demand with greater accuracy and optimize pricing strategies in real time. This could lead to more nuanced and effective yield management. Artificial intelligence also holds the potential for creating more personalized guest experiences. By analyzing guest data, always with appropriate consent and adherence to privacy regulations, artificial intelligence could help you offer tailored recommendations for local activities, dining, or even in-property amenities, making each guest feel uniquely catered to. Another exciting application is in predictive maintenance. Artificial intelligence could analyze data from smart sensors in properties or historical maintenance logs to predict when a piece of equipment, like an HVAC unit or an appliance, might be likely to fail. This would allow property managers to schedule proactive servicing, preventing unexpected breakdowns and guest disruptions. We might also see artificial intelligence tools that can help with improved listing optimization, perhaps by suggesting more effective wording for property descriptions or analyzing which photo arrangements lead to higher conversion rates. Furthermore, artificial intelligence could contribute to smarter operations by optimizing cleaning schedules based on real-time factors or suggesting the most efficient routing for maintenance staff. The benefits of these advancing artificial intelligence and automation tools are clear. The potential for dramatically increased efficiency, leading to improved decision-making through better data analysis, the ability to offer enhanced personalization at scale, and ultimately, potential cost savings through optimized resource allocation and preventative measures. However, there will also be challenges to navigate. The cost of implementation for some advanced artificial intelligence solutions may be a barrier for smaller operators initially. Data privacy concerns will need to be meticulously addressed, ensuring that any use of guest or property data is secure and compliant. There will always be a need for human oversight. AI can assist, but critical thinking and empathetic human interaction will remain irreplaceable, especially in complex or sensitive situations. And while there are often concerns about job displacement, it's more likely that AI will lead to a job evolution for property managers and their teams, allowing them to offload repetitive tasks and focus on higher-value strategic activities and guest relationship building. Regulation trends and staying compliant. As we discussed earlier, the regulatory landscape for short-term rentals is already diverse, complex, and subject to constant change. Looking ahead, one of the most significant regulation trends is the likelihood of increased scrutiny and more sophisticated enforcement by municipalities globally. As local governments become more familiar with the short-term rental market, They are developing more advanced methods for monitoring compliance with their rules. We may see more widespread data sharing requirements, where local authorities request or mandate that property managers or booking platforms provide data on short-term rental activity, such as occupancy rates, nightly revenue, and guest numbers, to help with urban planning, tax collection, and regulatory oversight. It is also probable that licensing and permitting processes will become stricter in many areas, potentially involving higher fees, more stringent safety and operational requirements, and more thorough vetting of applicants. A continued focus on the impact of short-term rentals on local neighborhoods is also likely. This means that rules around noise control, trash management, and parking will probably become more common and more vigorously enforced to address community concerns. On the financial front, municipalities will undoubtedly continue their efforts to ensure the full and accurate collection of all applicable occupancy, tourism, and sales taxes from short-term rental operations. We may also see a trend towards regulations that implicitly or explicitly favor more professional and compliant operators over casual or unmanaged hosts, as regulators seek to ensure higher standards of safety, guest experience, and community accountability. Given these likely trends, strategies for staying compliant in the future will be more important than ever. This requires proactive monitoring of regulatory developments by subscribing to updates from local government bodies, participating in industry associations that track these changes, and potentially engaging with local legal counsel. Investing in compliance technology or specialized services may become increasingly necessary. This could include software designed to track regulatory changes across different jurisdictions or services that assist with complex permit applications or tax remittance processes. Building good, open relationships with local authorities where possible can also be beneficial for understanding and navigating compliance. Participating in local discussions about short-term rental regulations, perhaps through industry advocacy groups, can also allow professional managers to contribute a constructive voice to the policymaking process. Above all, a commitment to flexibility and adaptability will be key, as property managers will need to be prepared to adjust their operations, contracts, and business models quickly in response to new rules and evolving regulatory landscapes. Sustainability in managed rentals. Another significant trend shaping the future of our industry is the growing importance of sustainability in managed rentals. There is an increasing awareness among both guests and property owners about the environmental and social impact of travel and accommodation choices. Property managers who proactively embrace and implement sustainable practices are likely to find themselves at an advantage. Environmental sustainability practices will become more mainstream. This includes a focus on energy efficiency, such as equipping properties with smart thermostats, using LED lighting throughout, selecting energy-efficient appliances when replacements are due, and providing information to guests on how they can help conserve energy during their stay. Water conservation is another key area, which can be addressed through low-flow plumbing fixtures, encouraging linen reuse programs for guests on longer stays, and implementing water-wise landscaping for properties with outdoor spaces. Effective waste reduction and recycling programs will also be expected, including providing clear instructions and easily accessible bins for recycling, minimizing the use of single-use plastics in amenities, and potentially even exploring composting options where feasible. The use of eco-friendly cleaning supplies is another tangible step towards reducing environmental impact. Some managers may also focus on sourcing local and sustainable products for furnishing or stocking their properties. Beyond environmental concerns, social sustainability practices are also gaining prominence. This includes actively supporting local businesses by recommending local shops, restaurants, and tour operators to your guests, thereby helping the economic benefits of tourism spread more widely within the community. It also involves committing to fair labor practices for all your staff, including cleaners and maintenance personnel. Engaging in positive community engagement and taking steps to be a good neighbor by mitigating any negative impacts of short-term rental operations on local communities is crucial. We also touched on accessible tourism in Chapter 6, and ensuring properties are welcoming and usable by people with diverse abilities is an important aspect of social sustainability. The benefits of adopting these sustainable practices are multifaceted. They can help you attract a growing segment of eco-conscious guests who actively seek out sustainable travel options. They contribute to a positive brand image and can be a strong differentiator in the market. In some cases, practices like energy and water conservation can lead to tangible cost savings in utility expenses. And fundamentally, it allows your business to contribute to more responsible and sustainable tourism in the destinations where you operate. It is also important to effectively communicate your sustainability efforts to both your guests and your property owners, as many will appreciate and value this commitment. Shifting guest expectations in a post-COVID world. The COVID-19 pandemic had a profound impact on the travel industry, and many of the resulting shifting guest expectations are likely to endure well into the future, shaping what guests look for in their short-term rental experiences. While the initial acute phase saw an intense focus on deep cleaning protocols, contactless experiences, and a surge in demand for whole homes offering privacy and seclusion, some of these have evolved into more lasting expectations. An enhanced focus on cleanliness and hygiene standards is almost certainly a permanent shift. Guests will continue to expect and demand high standards of sanitization and cleanliness. Providing visible evidence of your cleaning protocols, perhaps through checklists or notices, can help reassure them. While the immediate demand for extreme flexibility in cancellation policies may have tempered somewhat as travel stabilized, a reasonable degree of flexibility may remain desirable for many guests, though property managers will always need to balance this with their business needs and owner agreements. The reliance on tech-enabled convenience is also here to stay. Guests have become accustomed to the ease of smart locks for self-check-in, the utility of digital guidebooks accessible on their smartphones, seamless online booking and communication experiences, and, more than ever, the absolute necessity of fast, reliable Wi-Fi, especially with the rise of remote work. This work from anywhere or bleisure trend is likely to continue, leading to ongoing demand for properties that are suitable for longer stays and offer dedicated workspaces, comfortable ergonomic setups, and robust internet connectivity. Beyond the practicalities, guests are increasingly seeking authentic and local experiences. They often want more than just a place to stay. They are looking to connect with the local culture, explore unique neighborhoods, and experience destinations like a local rather than a typical tourist. There is also a growing interest in wellness and well-being in travel. Properties that offer features related to wellness, such as good air quality, quiet and restful spaces, perhaps even basic fitness equipment, or easy access to nature and outdoor activities, may find themselves more attractive to certain guest segments. Personalization is another growing expectation. Guests increasingly appreciate tailored recommendations, customized services, and a feeling that their individual needs and preferences are being considered. And finally, an overarching expectation for safety and security, which includes not just cleanliness and secure access, but also feeling safe in the property and its surroundings, will remain a top priority for travelers. As professional property managers, it will be crucial to continuously monitor and adapt your property offerings, service delivery, and marketing messages to meet these evolving guest expectations. Future-proofing your business. Given the dynamic nature of the short-term rental industry, with its evolving technologies, shifting regulations, and changing guest expectations, the concept of future-proofing your business is about building resilience, adaptability, and a forward-thinking approach that allows you to not only navigate future uncertainties, but also to capitalize on emerging opportunities. It is about ensuring the long-term viability and success of your property management company. Several key strategies contribute to future-proofing your business. First and foremost, you must embrace technology and automation wisely. This means staying updated on emerging artificial intelligence tools, leveraging a robust property management system, and thoughtfully implementing smart home technology, but always choosing tools that solve real business problems and enhance efficiency or guest experience, rather than adopting technology for its own sake. As regulations continue to evolve, you must stay agile and adaptable to regulatory changes, building compliance into the very DNA of your operations. A proactive focus on sustainability, both environmental and social, is also becoming a core business expectation and a factor in future success. Continuously prioritizing the guest experience and adapting to evolving expectations is fundamental. This involves actively seeking guest feedback, monitoring travel trends, and being willing to innovate in your service offerings. Diversification can also contribute to resilience. This might mean diversifying your booking channels so you are not overly reliant on any single online travel agency, and actively cultivating direct bookings. If you are scaling, it could involve diversifying your portfolio across different property types or even geographic locations to spread risk. You might also diversify your service offerings, adding value for owners and guests where it aligns with your brand and capabilities. Building and nurturing a strong brand and a positive reputation is perhaps your most durable asset in a competitive market. It is also important to invest in your team through ongoing training, professional development, and fostering a positive and supportive company culture. Maintaining robust financial health for your business with clean books, good cash flow management, and realistic budgeting provides the stability needed to weather any storms. Cultivating strong, trust-based owner relationships through transparency and consistent performance will ensure you retain your valuable clients. Finally, commit to staying informed and actively networking within the industry. Continuous learning about new trends, emerging technologies, and evolving best practices is essential for any business that wants to not just survive, but thrive in the future. Adopting a long-term vision for your company, thinking beyond immediate challenges and day-to-day opportunities will guide your strategic decisions and help you build a property management business that is truly built to last. This completes Chapter 18. We have taken a look into the crystal ball at some of the key trends and considerations that will shape the future of short-term rental property management. In Chapter 19, our bonus chapter, we'll take a slightly different, more anecdotal look at the industry with Confessions of a Property Manager.